Episode 104.
Are you ready to take your eBay business to the next level? Then hold on, because Ron and Ali are going to take you into the fast lane with the latest tips and insights from some of the biggest and most successful sellers here on the So You Wanna Sell on eBay podcast.
Welcome once again to another episode of So You Want to Sell on eBay. I'm Ron LeBeau.
And I'm Ali Young.
Hey, everyone. We have with us from Northern United States, as Ali just found out, Candace Pitt. Candace, how you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Good to have you with us, Candace. Good to have you.
Absolutely. So Candace is a 34-year-old disabled mom. She has a daughter who is 7 years old, and she has lupus and lung disease, and she's on chemo and oxygen. But she also runs a plus-sized clothing store on eBay for men and women's items.
This is an interesting story here, Candace. And me and Ron, as soon as we saw this, the thing we love about this is obviously that, you know, not the nice part is where you have this disease and you have this chemo and all this oxygen, but you also have this part that me and Ron always talk about where you got rid of so many excuses just in that one bio. You know, you have disabilities in some sense that, you know, going out and doing stuff that normal, people who may be out thrifting and stuff can do. So wonderful to have you. Glad that you can make it with us, Candace.
Thank you.
So let's go back. So you have one daughter who's 7.
I do, yeah. She's 7. She's in first grade. Her name's Destiny.
Cool.
And she's probably your why, isn't she?
Oh, she's a big part of it. Yeah, I was able to take her to Disney last year from sales I had made and saved up, and was able to take her to Disney World for 3 weeks last year.
Wow, that's amazing. And you know what? Ali kind of touched on it a little bit here. I mean, one of the things that we love to do in this show is to eliminate excuses, right? Because we all have them. We all have excuses or reasons why I can't do something, right? And as Ali kind of mentioned, you know, with your situation the way it is, you could easily sit at home and not do anything and be okay with it. And who would blame you, right? I mean, so what's really cool about this is in your story, and we love to share this, is because you've eliminated all the excuses. Basically, anybody can do this. I mean, you know, if you're functional at all, you can actually do something like this. So kudos to you, as Ali said, kudos to you. I mean, it's just really amazing. And your plus-size clothing store on eBay is really awesome as well. I'm actually on it right now. It is Plus Size Sales Shop, and you can find it on Google. Just Google that, Plus Size Sales Shop. And really a nice little story you put together there.
And I have a limited space as well. I'm in a 2-bedroom trailer. Due to being disabled, I was a registered nurse, and we had a big, huge house, and it just wasn't manageable, and there were stairs I couldn't go up and down. So we got a more manageable home, and it's a smaller space, too. We just use every square inch we have and put up shelves and racks in the corners, and we pile stuff up in tote bags. I mean, it's pretty chaotic, but we make it work. We have clothes racks in our living room and took one of the couches out, but, you know, we make it work because it's something we enjoy doing.
You know, and it sounds to me like you're as happy as a unicorn eating cake on a rainbow.
Now that is a happy person, Ron.
No, it's on a T-shirt she's selling.
Where did that come from? I've got to work with this guy. Has he suddenly become weird or something?
Suddenly, he said?
Yeah, suddenly.
Yeah, no, so that's pretty cool. I do like that.
So where do you get your stuff then? Well, I mean, do people bring it around to you, or how you actually going out and sourcing it, or?
I go out sourcing like everyone else. I go to all the local thrift stores, mostly Salvation Armies we have around here. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll go about an hour away to Toledo, which is close to where I am, Ohio, and I'll go to some Savers and Goodwill stores that are in Ohio. And but mostly it's the Salvation Armies that are in my area.
All right, that's cool. I mean, like I said, I'm on your eBay store now, And yeah, you've got a really nice store here. You got I love the way you have everything kind of itemized here on the left-hand side with, you've got kids' clothes, you got collectibles, you got books, holiday items, shoes and accessories. So I would think that we know there's two schools of thought, right? Some people say you have to niche down and have to be the candle expert or the watch expert or something. And then the other school of thought is if it'll sell, I'll sell it. And that seems to be the category that you kind of fit yourself into. Is that correct?
Well, I mostly do plus size clothes, but if there's something that's going to make money, if I find a cool pair of shoes or a cute kid's outfit, or if my kid grows out of something or doesn't play with something, then I'm happy to sell it. It's going to make money.
Definitely. Why not? I mean, why not? And are you doing all this on your own? I mean, do you do the shipping, the listing, the whole kit and caboodle?
I do everything except for shipping. My husband does the shipping part of it. And I buy the shipping materials, make sure he has what he needs, and he'll let me know if he's running low on something. But for the most part, I just do the listings, the photos. He helps me source. My mom will take me to the store and help me source. And I have my husband carry the bags in and pile them up on the floor over here in my room. And I take my pictures. I have a poster board behind my mannequin. Up against my bedroom window. So
nice. I love it.
I put I got a light that I can fit beside my bed, and it folds up when I'm done with it. So I just utilize all the space I can and do the best I can with what I got, and it works out well.
Yet another obstacle or another excuse she eliminated, Ali. I mean, she's living in a trailer, for goodness sakes. We hear about people who have like warehouses that they, in their backyard, these 2,500 square feet warehouses and things. And, it can be done in a trailer. I mean, that's awesome that you've taken the space that you've had and you made the best of it. Oh, yeah, for sure. And I definitely make sure I use every square inch and every spot available. And it's I have the Z racks. I have a couple of those lining the walls, and just do what I have to do. But we just broke 8,000 in our 60-day. We just broke 8,000 2 days ago. We went over 8,000 for the first time, and we had been around 5 to 6, and then we had finally broke 8 just a couple days ago. So just to be clear, you're saying you broke $8,000 in a month?
The 60-day thing that pops up.
Okay, yeah, 60 days. I got you. Yeah, that's incredible. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good for us, just being a little family of 3 in a little space. We did pretty good, and we were pretty proud of it. And we do really well with sourcing too. We go on like half off days, and we have membership cards that give us percentage off, so that helps a lot too.
Jeez,
so you are thrifty.
I mean, you seriously got it all sussed. What a great story this is. You're making, and that's what I love about eBay. You go out, you buy someone else's who they think is their junk. They think, oh, I don't need this anymore. I'm going to chuck it away. You go get that, you bring it home, and you make money, and you're making $8,000 every 2 months. I mean, isn't that great?
Right, and the harder you work, the more you can make. It's all in what you put into it. If I'm having a month or even a couple days where I'm not feeling too well, and I can take a break, and it's okay. And it's okay for me to rest, and it's okay for me to only make 5 sales instead of 25 sales that day. So I don't try to push myself too much if I know I need a couple days. But it keeps me going. It gives me a big purpose, and besides my daughter, obviously, but it's definitely helpful mentally too. It gives you a good purpose, and it keeps you busy, and it gives you it makes you feel good that you're doing something, and it you get good emails and good feedback, and it makes it even better.
So how did you get into eBay? I mean, how did this all start, and what were you doing before that?
I had sold on eBay many years ago when it first started. I was a lot younger, and I was just going to auctions where you'd buy like boxes full of junk. And I was just selling a few things here and there when I was younger, in my early 20s, and just making a couple dollars, nothing serious. And then when Facebook started doing the selling groups and stuff, we had done that and sold our kids old toys and stuff and made some money. And then we didn't like Facebook and people having to meet up with people. So we decided to switch over to eBay, and we started selling like our kids' stuff and our extra stuff that we had, and and I wear bigger sizes, and I found that they were selling really well. So we just kind of stuck with it. And it's been 3 years now, and we're doing really well with it.
No.
Yeah, it looks like you are. That's awesome. And you said you're a registered nurse, right?
Yeah, I am. I have my associates. I had actually gotten my nursing degree, and 4 months after is when I got sick, and I found out I had lupus and lung disease, and was in the hospital for 33 days, and it was a pretty tough time. It was actually in April of 2014. So it's 3 years this month, and the doctor said it would be maybe a few months if I was lucky that I'd still be around, and I've defeated the odds on that for sure. I go swimming, I go travel, can't get on an airplane, but I can drive anywhere I want to go pretty much. And like I said, we went to Disney for 3 weeks last year. We go to the beach. I swim in the ocean in Daytona. In Florida, you know, I can do pretty much anything as long as I take my oxygen with me. I can do pretty much anything.
Jeez.
Well, if it's any consolation, I need to take my oxygen too.
I think I need some of that.
I need it
I
as
can't
well.
even swim without mine.
Yeah.
Ron and Ali will be right back after this short break.
Do you want to set yourself apart from other eBay sellers? Want to look like one of the big brands? How would you like to feel confident that you could do it yourself but know that the support is there if you get stuck? Now you can create your branded eBay store and have your store doing more. With Auction Pro Template's premium do-it-yourself eBay template. This template is loaded with tools and features you won't find in any other system. Go to yourstoredoingmore.com now to see what's included. That's yourstoredoingmore.com.
Be sure to check out SoYouWannaSellOnEBay.com for the latest podcasts and all the information you need to get selling fast.
But that's really cool, man. And you know what you're doing? I mean, you know, you are showing your daughter a good example. I mean, you're showing her, you know, you're setting a good example for her. I mean, in that, you know, nothing comes for free. Everything's, you know, it's hard work, and no one says it's easy. I think some people think that selling on eBay is easy work. It's a lot of hard work, actually. And you're setting a good example for her. Is she a part of your business?
She helps when we're at the stores and sourcing. She'll help pick out things, and she'll find things that she knows, like American Girl dolls, or she knows certain toys that we've had in the house before. She'll say, "Oh, Mom, we've had this before. This looks like something I've seen." You know, she'll point things out to me, and she'll see things that are colorful and say, "Oh, we should get that, Mom. It's a good color." So I listen to her, because she's pretty smart.
Yeah, of course.
That's what you need. You need a smart CEO. I mean, it's important to have in any company. So, I mean, a lot of people, I had a question not long ago from someone in England, Jessica, and she was talking about how she feels like she's not getting enough products listed a day. I mean, she can't seem to figure out a system where she has to do everything, like buying it, shipping it, you know, doing all that. So how do you list your products in the sense that you sort of have this routine of getting a lot of products on, you know, not like, she feels like, what's the way I'm reading it is, she feels like she's only doing a couple of products a day and feels like that's not enough.
Whatever you feel is enough is enough. If I can only do 10 today, that's 10 more than I had yesterday. If I can only do 15 today, that's more than I had yesterday. Whatever you can do, it doesn't matter if you have, you know, kids or disabilities or a job, a full-time job besides eBay. If you do a few things a day, you know, don't get down on yourself because you did a few. You did something. You know, it's better than nothing, that's for sure. And I list 10, 15 items, and that's a good day for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of work, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't sound a lot, but in an eBay world of sourcing, taking pictures, putting them, I mean, that is actually quite a lot of work, 15 products.
Right. You have to get the items, like I have buckets full of items that need to be listed. I'll go pull the items out. I have to take pictures of them, make sure the pictures look good. Then I have to measure all the clothing and do all the listings. So it's time consuming. Even 15 items could take me a couple hours.
Yeah. And it is a lot of work. There's no question about it. But let me ask you this: Do you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I love it. It's fun. I actually have my tape measure here and a pile of clothes in front of me. I was just gonna do a few auctions. And
are you multitasking while talking to us? Have you got like your tape measure out while talking to us on the podcast at the same time?
Right.
That's what you call a true entrepreneur there, Ron.
Yeah, I think that it's true something, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's great.
That's awesome. No, that's good, Candace. And, you know, I mean, seriously, a lot of people tell us, I mean, because I still have a corporate job. And one day I'll come on this show and I'll say, hey, guys, I don't have that corporate job anymore, but I still have a corporate job. And I think, you know, for people like you who understand what it's like to be an entrepreneur and understand the hard work that goes into it, I don't think you'd rather be working as an RN. Am I correct?
I enjoy taking care of people, but I'm really thankful to do this because I still feel like I'm taking care of people in a way, because some of the items I sell are for people who can't get out of their house. Maybe it's an older person or someone that doesn't have access to things. So I'm still helping people in a way. So it's still pretty good feeling, and it's still pretty fulfilling. So I do miss being a nurse, but this is pretty good too.
Yeah, I guess I picked the wrong industry. I mean, you being an RN, most RNs love being RNs. So maybe if you were a truck driver, that would have applied. Maybe not so much with an RN, you know, saying, hey, you don't like being an RN, do you? So, yeah, I get it. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I completely understand.
Hours anymore. So that's one thing. But yeah, I do kind of miss it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
another great question that we get asked often is descriptions. You know, is how do you write a good description? So here I've got this pink blobby thing that I don't even know what this thing is. And I'm going to take a picture of this pink blobby thing and I'm going to put it on eBay. How do you write about something like that? I mean, how do you write about your descriptions? Because to me, you know, I'm a typical bloke. Yeah, that's a dress and it's pink, you know. But, I mean, I'm looking at your descriptions here. They're so thorough. You've really put a lot of effort into it.
Well, if you have a texture, if it's a couple different colors, if it has a pattern, what kind of material. A lot of people like to know if it's a stretchy material, if it's a silky feel, if it's cotton, the thickness of it. There's a lot of different terms you can use, and there's so much about one piece that you can find to talk about.
No, it's very true.
So let's talk a little bit about your sources. I mean, obviously you thrift and you go to, I mean, do you have Goodwills in your area, or what kind of sources do you use in your area?
I mostly go to Salvation Army, and I have a card I use with them because I buy so much. I get 35% off every time I buy.
Wow, result.
You're buying a lot when you get a discount at Salvation Army, man. That's great. That's the kicker right there, man. That's awesome.
And they know me by name, and they help me every time I go in there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And they're very accommodating to me. I've had a couple of times when I wasn't doing that great, and they would help me. They would give me either a wheelchair if they didn't have one available. They'd give me a rolling desk chair and help me scoot around the store. And they're so used to seeing me that they just help me out now, and they'll let me know when the new sales are coming up and email me. So it's pretty nice because I've gotten close with the managers, but I mostly do Salvation Armies.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're going to, you keep going around and spending that kind of money there. They're going to start calling it Candace's Army.
Right. They always say, here comes our favorite customer. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to help your quotas today.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet they love you there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that great?
And it's mutual, I'm sure.
I mean, it's a win-win for everyone, really, isn't it?
Right. So I don't mind taking this stuff. It's helping everyone. Salvation Army is a great cause. They help a lot of people.
Yeah, they do.
And they're helping you by selling the stuff as well. So I'm also seeing here that you've got zero negative. I mean, you don't really have any negative feedback whatsoever. You've got really high positive feedback rating. So what's your secret recipe with that one?
Just kill them with kindness. I mean, you're going to get...
Kill them with kindness. Brilliant.
You're just going to get, maybe one or two people that you just cannot make happy no matter what you do. But it's best to try at least. Like I had a situation the other day. I could not find a shirt, and I actually just found it, but I could not find it. And she had ordered 2 items. I'd messaged her, apologized, gave her a full refund, sent the other shirt for free. It maybe cost me a couple dollars. And she was the happiest lady ever, left positive feedback. Everything was fine. So I'm able to turn something that could have been a complete disaster. I was just lucky it was a pretty nice person. But I felt that was the best way to handle it.
Just for clarification, my wife is the happiest person ever. I mean, I'm just saying.
Is she listening now, Ron? Does she listen to the podcast shows now, does she?
She will. She's never listened to any episode before, but I'll make sure this one broadcasts in the car.
That's awesome. You got to have fun, haven't you? You got to have fun with all this stuff. You know, it's so much that just the concept in itself is funny. Going out, buying someone else's stuff and selling it, you know, and I see you're taking great pictures here as well. So do you have a Canon 974326 to do that, or is he just using your phone?
I have an Apple iPad Mini.
Okay. They're awesome, actually.
I bought one of those on eBay for a couple $100, and I take the pictures against poster boards that I got from the dollar store. Nice. And I have one of the hollow plastic mannequins hanging up on my window with the poster board behind it in a black sheet. So they're not like high tech, high quality, but they're decent pictures. You can see the item and I describe it and you can tell what it is. You know, I have a decent light on it, and it's not an expensive light. I got it at online at, I believe it was Walmart online, and it was like $20, and it's just a little stand light that I can fold up and put right under the bed when I'm done with it.
You know, and some of the most successful people that sell on eBay don't have all that, you know, high-end equipment. I mean, obviously, if you have it or you can afford it, that's one thing. But man, I mean, Ali, how many people have we interviewed that said they take pictures with their phones? These phones these days are so amazing at what they can do, and you can get apps for them that really kind of enhance the pictures and things. You can edit, you can crop right on the phone. I mean, really, if you don't have all that, you know, expensive, you know, camera equipment, that's not a showstopper for you. Do not let that be an excuse.
I mean, we've had people on the show that have actually done everything on a phone while it's still in the shop. You know, they're in that Salvation Army or wherever they are. They're actually taking a picture and sold it before they've even left the shop. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've taken pictures of things in the car a couple times. I get too excited.
What, someone else's car, or was it your car?
In my car.
Oh, all right. Go up to someone's car. Oh, I like that jumper. Let's stick that on eBay.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, Ali, you're so funny, man. I tell you, you're so funny, man. All these new words. So the first word you used was, you said cessed. I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, but...
Neither do I. I'm still figuring it out as well.
Yeah.
No,
so
it's cool.
Anyhow, let's get back to the show here. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of cool things, and I better not let my kids see this because I see you've got some Barbie stuff here and some Disney stuff. And, yeah, I'll definitely keep them away from this kids' toys category on your store there. But you definitely seem to know exactly what might sell. And I see you're doing a lot of buy it nows. Are you doing all buy it nows?
We're doing some low-priced auctions to get a lot of attention to our store, and it's helped a lot. Like I said, we get half-off days and things, and I'll get things for a couple bucks or cheaper, and I'll start them out really low auctions, and it draws a lot of attention to the store. I'll put maybe 20 low-priced auctions up.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good point. So let's talk a little bit about that. What do auctions do for your eBay store?
It brings a lot of business. It brings in people. It draws attention to your store, and it puts you higher up in the search engine because your auctions will be ending within a few days or whatever. It'll put you higher up in the search engine.
Nice. And it's that addictiveness, isn't it? You get two people on a one product. Before you know it, there's this war happening.
Oh, that's always fun, yeah.
But
it's an ego war.
It is an ego war. But the great thing to notice is over the years, as eBay's changed and people have changed in general, people just want stuff now, don't they? I mean, it's like they're less impatient now. They just, I want it now, I don't want to wait. But before there was that excitement. I mean, to me, it's exciting to, yeah, I've got that. No, he beat me, I'm going to beat him sort of thing. Yeah,
eBay's changed a lot since it first started. And it was all new with bidding wars. Oh, yep. My smoke alarm. Beeping, sorry. Are
you all right? We don't want any... We're not insured on this podcast show.
The battery just all of a sudden decided it was going to go.
But mine went a long time ago. I threw it out the window. The thing never stopped beeping, you know?
That's what I'm about.
I sold it on eBay.
What's that smoke behind you?
Yeah, what's the smoke, Candace? Are you all right? No, that's cool.
It's time for a quick break, but the guys will be right back here on the So You Want to Sell on eBay podcast.
What's more exciting than starting your own eBay empire with one of Auction Pro Template's custom eBay store and listing template packages? How about saving yourself $200 when you do it? That's right. Right now, you can take advantage of starting your own totally custom eBay store for the insanely low price of $697 when you use promo code SAVE200 during checkout at AuctionProTemplates.com. You still get all of the amazing features and benefits as before, like a custom designed eBay store and matching custom eBay listing design, video tutorials, software, custom branding, 1-year free hosting, and so much more. But now you get to save yourself $200 doing it. So celebrate the start of something awesome with $200 in savings when you order your very own custom eBay store and listing template package. Go to AuctionProTemplates.com and check out all of the features and benefits of having a totally custom eBay store and use promo code SAVE200 today. David Kosciusko is a guy who went bankrupt twice before the age of 30. He failed in business 3 times, lost everything, and even had to move his family into the basement of his mother's house. After a lot of trial and error, he learned how to buy used phones off Craigslist to sell on eBay. Within 8 months of selling on eBay, he did $250,000 in sales, working off a couch in his mother's basement. Now, he teaches thousands of people around the country his method on how he consistently sells close to $20,000 a month in used phones and electronics on eBay. Get his free ebook now at www.flipphonesforprofit.com.
We're back with more tips, insights, and interviews with Ron and Ali.
So what do you see? Like, you're going to expand this with your daughter? Do you see yourself sort of building this bigger? You're going to get more products, or what are you visioning?
I'm hoping to get, I have over almost 600 items right now, and I'm hoping to get to 1,000, stay right around there. I just don't have the space to do as much as I would like to do. But we're talking about trying to get just a little bit bigger place, maybe one extra room, just to put all the eBay stuff in. But I'd like to try to get about 1,000 items listed total. Right now I have about 600, so another 400, maybe within the next couple months. I'm going to give myself a couple months because it's going to be a little.
And, it really is with the numbers. I mean, the more you have to sell, the more you will sell, right?
Right. I'm not trying to make $1 million or anything. I'm just trying to have an extra few dollars in case my kid wants to go to McDonald's or if she wants to go to the beach or something. I just want to have a few extra dollars, and we don't have to stress about things so much.
And and you know what? A lot of people we interview start that way, right? I mean, most people that we interview, and I've said this 1,000,000 times, so if you've heard it before, just tune out. But most people that start an eBay business start by selling things around their home.
Yep. Yeah, that's how we started.
And again, you're your own boss. I mean, there's no rules. If you list 400 items, you list 400 items. If you don't and you end up in Disneyland, so what? I mean, it's your world here. Why can't you do what you want? You're not accountable.
Right, exactly.
Power of eBay, the power of online stuff, that's the freedom that we have. You can be sitting in your home there and doing it from there. You don't have to be in some corporate thing-ish.
Absolutely, and the drama and the boss and the coworkers and the gossip. I don't have to deal with any of that.
Yep.
Gosh, I just left that today, guys. Can we not talk about my job?
Sorry, Ron.
Please. Give me 30 minutes, man. Just give me 30 minutes of peace and quiet, right? I mean, I don't want to talk about it, right?
Brilliant. No, you got a beautiful story, and you've also got a great story. A lot of ways could be avoided in actually carrying on this business. I mean, you're not well. You're obviously very sick and stuff. And that there could be millions of people's excuses. Well, how am I supposed to do this? So we've had a few other people like this where we can bring them on and you can tell your story and you just get on with it by the sounds of it. You're just maintaining everything, getting on with it, and actually making money.
Right. I don't want to sit here and do nothing since I'm not able to go out and work like I would like to. Mm-hmm. I do what I can from home, and it's been great.
And you know what? I bet your husband and daughter actually appreciate that and have a lot of respect for you for that, because like I said, and Ali had kind of mentioned it here just a minute ago. You could actually sit at home and nobody would blame you. I mean, you have enough quote unquote excuses that you could sit around the house and not do anything, and no one could blame you. I mean, no one would blame you, but
I don't think I would. I don't think I would actually last very long if I did that. I think it's this is what's keeping me going. If I would have sat around and done nothing for the last, few years, I don't think it would have been a few years, because your mind deteriorates and your body deteriorates if you let it.
Yep.
And I've chosen not to let it. I've chosen just to run around and go thrift shopping and post things on eBay and take these little vacations with my child and my husband and just do whatever I can possibly do. And if it's 5 listings today and 10 tomorrow, that's great. If it's 5 today and none tomorrow, that's fine too. Whatever I need to do. And it's definitely good for the mind and the body to keep going like I am.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, everybody here on So You Want to Sell on eBay podcast show is so glad you made the decisions that you did to keep going, because we're really enjoying this interview, and to be perfectly honest with you, it's a little bit of a tougher interview because of your situation, but hopefully it's inspiring to somebody out there who is using something like your situation as an excuse to maybe get out there and keep your mind off things by getting busy.
Right. It does too. It makes me not dwell on the fact that I can't go out and be a nurse anymore, or dwell on the fact that I can't go ride bikes with my kid, because there's other things I can do with her. Even if it's pizza and a movie tonight, and
nice.
then I'll do my work tomorrow. It's really beneficial to our family, to my health, and of course it's great to make the extra money too.
Definitely the ka-ching. Yeah. The ka-ching-ching. That's why you're doing it. Let's get on. That's why everyone's doing it. They're making that extra ka-ching so that they can have that life that you're talking about, so that they can go out and watch that movie with your daughter and stuff. I mean, that's the reality of it all.
Right.
So it's been brilliant. I'm so glad you could join us today. I mean, I really am glad. The time's flown by. As always, I think we should start making these podcast shows an hour. See if we can put people to sleep, Ron.
Or 2.
Or 2. There we go. Let's push it. Let's see how far we can push it before the rankings go down, So thanks very much for joining us here, Candace. It's been fantastic. We'll post all the notes from today's interview on our show notes page, which can be found at www.soyouwannasellonebay.com/show notes. Candace, before you leave us, how can people contact you? How can people get inspiration and contact you?
I'm on Twitter and Facebook. You can find me on either one of those. My Plus Size Sales Shop is my Twitter name. On Facebook is my name, Candace Pitt, and eBay, my Plus Size Sales Shop. You can message me there too.
Perfect. And we'll put all of those on the show notes page. So check out the show notes page and you can get all that info there. Candace, once again, fantastic. And thank you so much for joining us. I've had absolute fun, and I know Ron has. I haven't seen him smile for so long. Well, from everyone here at So You Want to Sell on eBay, I'm Ali Young.
And I'm Ron LeBeau.
That's all for this episode of So You Want to Sell on eBay. Be sure to check out our next episode or any past episodes by going online to soyouwannasellonebay.com. Also, be sure to follow us on your favorite social media sites, facebook.com/So You Want to Sell on eBay, and Twitter @Your eBay Podcast. Thanks for listening. And until next time, happy selling.
Have an idea for a topic or know someone who would like to be on the show? Let us know. Just go to www.soyouwannasellonebay.com/interview. We look forward to hearing from you. This podcast was produced in part by Pro Voice Works.